How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Thought I'd go through a brand new product I got, ordered off Amazon. It's a Pro Series 2-inch cargo carrier. It's model 63153, if you go by that. I'll put a link in the description below regardless. So it's a 500-pound capacity, 2-piece cargo carrier. It comes in 2 pieces. They do make a 1-piece that actually costs a little more, but I got a good deal on this. Cost me, I guess, about $122, I think. And then prime shipping, so free shipping. So I don't do unboxings, but I'm going to actually, since I've never actually taken it out, technically it kind of is an unboxing, right? We're actually going to do a put it together on video series, I guess. So there's piece number 1. Piece number 2 appears to be attached. All the goodies inside of it. I guess if you call it an unboxing, it was. I'm going to get some tools put together. Snap these guys off, get these bags off, clean it up a little bit in here, and then we'll go ahead and start installing it or putting it together, I guess. Great. So I've got it all unboxed. Obviously we got the 2 main pieces of the rack itself. We got the brackets here that eventually are going to go kind of like that between the 2. I got the actual piece that goes into the receiver. And then we've got all the nuts and bolts that came in a nice little package, little bag, with the nuts and the washers and everything. What you will need is some wrenches. My wrenches are downstairs, I don't want to go down. So I got, they're 19 and 13 millimeter wrenches that you need. I have sockets, so that's what I'm going to use along with some crescent. So I got all those all figured out. And now it's just about setting up. I'm probably going to loosely put the bolts on the receiver first and then put the plates on and then tighten everything down. So let me get it all lined up here and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I think I have a decent setup here. There are little pegs here that actually kind of slide in. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get it lined up first. I'm going to get the receiver part, big part. And this does have a drop, so you want to make sure that this goes down, away from the rack. So my figure is we'll get this in here, lined up, get the bolts in there loosely, and then go ahead and start working on the upper section. So let me grab those. Of course, there's no right or probably wrong way to do this, but we're going to do it. So what I did there is I just staggered them. That way I don't have all 3 nuts on the exact same side. That doesn't really matter, but that's just something I guess I do. So we're going to speed it back up here and get this done. So I got it just a little snug. Now I'm going to go ahead, since this is facing upwards anyway, work on the plate here. There's 4 bolts and 4 nuts. They put the little washer on the bolt here and slide it into the face here. And then go ahead and put the nut on. Alright, so I have everything snugged except for the bottom section. I'm going to go ahead and I feel pretty confident about everything, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten this all down. Not that deep little sockets work out well every time, but I mainly have those. So now I'm going to tighten these up and then I'll lay it down and work on the last side. Right. that's the cargo rack. Obviously, here in just a little bit, we'll go ahead and put it on the vehicle and see what she looks like on my Wrangler. But yeah, the only thing that I noticed, so Amazon shipped it to me, the only thing I noticed in terms of a defect, there's a little bit of a scuff right here. Looks like it happened a long time ago, but you know what, it's probably going to get scuffs and scrapes anyway, so I'm not that big of a, not worried at all about that. But this is their larger 60-inch model, so I think it's 59 interior, which, you know what, I will grab a tape measure and let's go ahead and measure it for real. So physical dimensions, interior dimensions, I'll give you interior first. Interior is exactly 60 inches by exactly 24 inches. So you have 60 by 24. Of course, there are rounded corners. So exterior wise, 61 and a half, and then the rack is 25 and a half. The exact actual to here is about 41 inches. So she sticks out from here a good, almost exactly 16 inches. Does not come with the pin. So that's the one thing that you will need to actually supply yourself, is the pin to lock it into your receiver. But yeah, that's what she is. That's what it looks like. We'll get her on the vehicle. All right, so I've got the cargo rack, cargo carrier. I've got a pin that I have, a little rusty, but she'll work. Then I've got my brand new hitch that I put on my Wrangler here. Of course, I've got this nice piece of big rubber thing that I'm gonna leave there, see how hard it is to get this thing in and out. So, best thing to do, to be honest, to get it in and out, probably is gonna be bringing it in. Get it set on the bottom, and wiggle her in. And obviously, once you get the holes lined up, insert your fancy pin. This guy's got one of those nice little clips attached. And there we are. Obviously, it's going to have a little wiggle. Once you get some weight in it, it's not going to do too bad at all. Now the hitch on the Wranglers is a 300-pound rating, not a 500-pound rating, where this basket itself has a 500-pound rating. But better be able to hold me, my big butt. So that's the Pro Series cargo carrier. They give you all the instructions to do it. To be honest, as long as you can put bolts together, you can put this thing together. It's not the lightest in the world, so once you get everything set up to put it in the actual hitch itself, I'm sure there's some people that may need a little help to get it actually set up in there. Other than that, not too bad. Lots of room, obviously, which is exactly why I got it. You can also get adapters to make this into a bike rack, which essentially means there's a little clips that you mount on the rack here that you have to take off the front wheel and you mount the fork on, and then they also have a rear wheel clip that actually clips onto the cargo, the bottom part of here, the mesh, to hold the rear wheel, and that way it can't bounce around. And then all you'd have to deal with is the front wheel itself, which is exactly what I'm going to have. I'm going to get one of those, and we'll go from there from that. But pretty sweet. So they also offer tail lights that you can actually put back here as well, that you can pull it into your 4-pin wiring harness if you have it. And essentially every time you brake or put the turn signals on, the lights will be right here, and they'll actually accentuate what your actual vehicle is doing. Added safety, added security, nice little thing. Lots of little accessories that you can get for it. Those are just a couple of the different ones. So that is the Pro Series cargo carrier. Pretty awesome. Get it on Amazon. Probably several other websites you can get it to. And I'll post a link down below in the description. If you have any other questions or comments, let me know in the description, or let me know in the comments. And then subscribe to the channel above. And yay! Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on another one. Thanks for coming in.